Hi everybody, it's Lisa from Lisa's Paper Passion, and I have a few projects to show you that I've been working on and off for the past couple of weeks. And here we go. You're not going to believe what this was in its previous life. And actually when I look at it, I don't believe it either. This was a glass jar, and it held peppercorns. Yes, you heard right. It was a jar of peppercorns for my refill for my pepper mill. And I was going to throw it out, but I figured, you know, like everybody else, what can I do with it and repurpose it? And I came up with this, and it was a work in progress, like all of my stuff. Just kind of worked on it, walked away, came back. It just seems to be my style lately, that I can't finish something when I'm sitting down, and I work a couple of things on at the same time. So what I did was I used the Krylon, I think it's called ballet slipper, ballet something, the pink, and I sprayed the glass jar. See, it's glass, but once I sprayed it, it looked so beautiful. It didn't even look like it was a glass jar in its previous life. See, you can kind of see through it. I didn't do the bottom just so that I could show you guys. And then the top of the glass jar was a cork. See? It's a giant cork. And it's still, I'm kind of smelling it now. It still smells like pepper. But it's really neat. I was worried about that smell. I kind of aired it out for a while. Then I gessoed it and painted it. And then put this eyelash trim all around it. And then just stuck some Prima flowers on top. And I thought, I think I made it too thick because it doesn't really close that well, but it's okay. It's just for display anyway. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but as with most of my creations, I end up gifting them. In regard to the bottom, I had some images that I printed off the internet, some vintagey images. So I just Mod Podged them on, and then I used some of my Prima bling, just to kind of stay with this theme of the brownish sepia color. Use some doilies to cover the rim of it. Some more flowers. And I was going to put something else on the bottom, but sometimes keeping it simple is best because the top is so heavily decorated. I didn't want to really do too much to distract from the top if I went to the bottom. So that's my first project. The second project is a gift to someone. I'm not going to say her name. And it's, I've been really getting into steampunk, as I showed you ladies my tag last time. This is a steampunk container. I got the idea and inspiration from, I think her name is Elot. I hope I'm saying it right. If you want to know what her... I'll find a tutorial and I'll link it to this video so you guys could see. And this was before, in its previous life, a container of chocolate. And you could see the bottom of it. That's a note to the person who's getting this. And so see, it was a chocolate bunny container. And it was really funny. I had this laying around. I knew, see, the color of it was purple too. So you could tell. And I watched her tutorial, and she did such a great job using foil. This texture is created from foil. And then she makes her paste of perfect pearls and glue. And I think she also used some misting spray. But I used something called modeling cream, and I have the container downstairs, but this is the modeling cream that I used. It's by Viva Color, and my friend Gladys got this for me because I can't find it anywhere. So she was so generous in getting these for me, and I used the bronze color. I didn't use this color, but I used the bronze color. This one is gold. And Gladys also got me this color, which I can't wait to use. It's called champagne. So anyway, this is the only part of the video that I didn't really follow the tutorial because I didn't want to do that mix since I had the modeling cream and I basically rubbed it with my fingers over the foil. So I really love how this came out, and I had been collecting metal trinkets and gears, and some of these are buttons, just kind of like weird stuff. I call it weird because I normally don't do projects like this, but it's not so weird anymore because it just came out really neat. I think I might even be holding this upside down because the butterfly's there, but it really doesn't matter. So what I did with a lot of the stuff that I put on top of it, I used my alcohol inks, and I used these. This one's called Ginger, but I used caramel. I used almost a whole bottle of caramel, and that was really fun to do. I used some embossing powder and used my heat tool to kind of get the melty look like she does. These are some things that don't belong in there that fell out of an earring. So let me get these out real quick. See, it kind of just blends in. I feel like I'm doing surgery. But this was a Prima frame that I cut in half. Half of it's up here. A little Prima door. Stuff I found, like this big nail I found at a construction site nearby. Same with this piece. And it's just really neat how some of the pieces she put underneath the foil, put the foil on top of it, and then you kind of rub the foil down to expose the pattern of whatever you put underneath. See, this one's kind of a bracket. I don't know if you could see this part, but it was really fun to do. The tutorial's really good. It's not really long, of course, which I love. I love short tutorials. Get to the point. Tell me what to do. That's my style. So anyway, so that was my second project. The third thing I want to show you is not really a project. It's kind of like just something that I want to do something with, but I haven't quite figured out. I used that Krylon paint again to color this jar. So what do you think I should do with it? So give me your thoughts. I could cover it with more flowers and do something like this with it, but kind of putting it out there to see what you would do if you had this painted jar. And the top is kind of ugly because I didn't take the stuff off of it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed two different extreme styles of crafting, but that's what it's all about, right? Extending our imagination, and I hope the person who receives this likes it. And yes, I'm going to be creating another one. I have to get myself to the thrift store to find another container like this without chocolate in it, so I don't eat the chocolate. Okay, thank you. God bless. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. I look forward to all your comments and suggestions, and I hope I'm inspiring you to go out and do something you're not comfortable doing with and have fun.